Cheap fuel would ruin a Ferrari. So tell me, why do you think you can have the Ferrari version of a physique whilst fueling up on processed garbage bullshit and sugar? I remember, bro, I was in the dessert parlor, me and my ex-girlfriend, and we're about to order, and the waiter literally tells me my order that I was gonna say, because he's like, I remember from last time. He's like, you guys are here nearly every week. And I was like, swear down, we're here nearly every week, bro. I love eating sugar and I'll tell you one thing, other thing I love. I fucking love KFC. In fact, I think KFC is still on the dock on my iPhone apps because I used to eat it so much at uni. No wonder I'd struggle with getting lean. No wonder I'm struggling with like excess body fat, bro. Back when I was boxing and back when I was earlier in my weightlifting career, right? I would not struggle to be at 11%, 12%. I'd be fucking pissed. I was lean. It was fucking easy. And then I started eating all this bullshit. Then I started eating Creams, which is this dessert place in England. Then I started eating a load of KFC. No wonder I struggled, bro. And now, recently, I've started going on a cut. So I'm 2 weeks in and I'm already seeing some crazy results. And it's all come from the automatic diet plan that I'm going to tell you about in this video. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the one thing that you need is basically the automatic diet. And the way that you do that is that first, the mindset shift. And the mindset shift is that you have to turn off your taste buds for the first couple days. The reason you got to do that is because you're not going to eat all this bullshit that you actually like. Like for me, it was KFC. For you, it might be, I don't know, Dunkin' Donuts. But you're not going to eat that stuff. And if you haven't got the willpower to do that, then just click the fuck off. Because I can't lie, bro. I've spoken to people about diet. I've spoken to people about how to actually get lean and how I'm doing it and how I did it in the past and how I've done it and how I'm doing it now. And people think that I'm an idiot basically because I'm turning off my taste buds and I'm saying like I'm seeing food as fuel, I'm seeing my body as a Ferrari, all of that. And bro, being lean whilst also being strong, whilst also being athletic, that is the ultimate physique goal ever. And you're telling me that you want to do it whilst eating processed bullshit because you believe all the fitness influencers online because you think that they're telling you the truth. You think that they're telling you that you can eat Cocoa Pops, you can eat junk, you can eat like all this rubbish, bro. I've seen a guy eat Frosty cereal and I just think it's bullshit. Like everyone knows it's bullshit. Everyone with two brain cells knows that's fucking stupid. Don't believe it. The automatic diet plan that you're gonna make to get yourself lean, to get yourself shredded, to get yourself in that amazing physique, the one where you're still strong, you're still athletic, and you're actually looking fucking sick, and it feels effortless. The way you do that is you have the same pool of foods, and for the first couple of days, whilst you're attuning to this, yeah, your taste buds have to be turned off. So your pool of foods has to be whole foods, single ingredient. If you don't know what's on the ingredient list, if you're reading the ingredient list and there's something that you don't know what's on there, you put that thing back down and you find something else. If you want to get like frozen chicken breadcrumb bullshit, right? And you're reading it and it says some emulsifier on there or something, and you don't know what that is because it's not food, right? You put it away, you buy actual chicken breast and you actually figure out how to cook that yourself. Now, I'll give you some examples, right? Because from this pool of whole foods, you're going to need to think about your carbs, your proteins, and fats. So for fats, you just do butter that you cook in or olive oil that you cook in, not vegetable oil, nothing like that, because that's all processed as well. You want to be doing non-refined oils, basically what it is like butter, olive oil, like beef tallow or beef fat. I don't really do that shit because it's just effort, like just cooking butter, bro. And that's the fat sorted, right? Egg yolk as well. You can have like couple eggs, egg yolks. That'll be fine. And carbs and protein, right? Carbs you want to be eating basically just sweet potato, rice. That's probably it. You're gonna actually put on strength like this because you're gonna be eating the carbs before and after your workout. Other carbs you can have simple ones: banana, apple, fruit. Any fruit is a simple carb. Vegetables are fibrous carbohydrates, which means they have got fiber in them and shit. But bro, like, I don't really eat vegetables because I just don't like that shit. Like, it wouldn't be consistent for me if I started eating vegetables. This automatic diet wouldn't work. If you can eat vegetables, you go ahead. They're not that bad for you, right? Just have the green stuff like broccoli and spinach, you're good. I don't personally do that. I'm seeing results. I don't feel any different than before, like in terms of, oh, but your micronutrients, bro, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay? So when you have your different meals, yeah, and then obviously protein sources, it can be like fish, chicken, beef, eggs, egg white, protein powder, whatever, right? All whole foods, preferably from the butcher. It's going to be banging, yeah? The way you do it, right? You create your meals out of those. So you could have chicken and rice, you could have beef and potatoes. This is going to be your meals, right? Just create the ones that you know that you would eat. Maybe it's going to be a few. Maybe you just become a psychopath like me. Go like all in on this and just eat the same thing every single day. People will say that you're insane. People will say that you're like going off the rails and shit. This is what people tell me. People tell me that this is not healthy, that blah blah blah, and I'm just like, hold on a second. I've got way better strength than you, a way better physique than you. Shut the fuck up. Watch this. Get lean. Bang. That's how you did it. After you get lean, by the way, you can actually loosen up the diet a bit because now you've got it. Once you're lean, staying lean is way easier than it is to actually like get there in the first place. And trust me, bro, I know this because I've been lean and I basically tried bulking, and that bulk worked. I bulked up nearly 20 kilos from being lean, and it was hard at first to put on that mass. It was really hard. Obviously, the body fat went up, and that's what I'm cutting now. But the muscle mass underneath remains. I've increased my size like crazy, so I'm very happy with how it's going. And I can't lie, bro, I do think doing one massive bulk is very useful at some point for someone. Obviously, if you're like naturally quite a bigger guy and like your body type is different, like there's ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. If you're like on the other side of the spectrum to me, which I'm an ectomorph, which means I'm naturally quite skinny and small. If you're on the other side of the spectrum, you might not need to bulk. You might already have that muscle mass already, right? Lucky guy. Just cut, and then you've got the physique, right? And you just keep weightlifting so your body starts to build up in an aesthetic where you do the key muscles and everything, right, for aesthetic bodybuilding that I've spoken about on this channel. And the way that you basically execute this automatic diet is that you track the meals that you've made. So you have your meals that you've made out of the set food list that you've created from the carbs, proteins, and fats. And now you just track those meals once. You put them into MyFitnessPal, you put them into ChatGPT, you put them into whatever you want, right? It's all going to track the same. Like, it's just the same shit, right? Chicken breast is chicken breast, beef steak is beef steak. You just have to know how much you're eating of it, and you have to know when you're eating it, and you have to know why, right? So the carbohydrate timing is key. You can have simple carbs 10 to 15 minutes before you're training, and then 10 to 15 minutes after. You can have complex carbohydrates 1.5 to 2 hours before training, and then 1.5 to 2 hours after. And that can be your 2 meals, or you can have a third meal in between somewhere if you're gonna have to do it like that. Figure it out, bro. You can figure it out with your like timing around your work, timing around school, whatever, right? And if you want my help with it, with your training, with your lifestyle, with your nutrition, all of that, we can sort it out together. DM me free plan on Instagram. I've linked it below, and I'll go through it with you there, man. So again, yeah, automatic diet, whole foods list, have your set meals, and then track your set meals. Make sure you're within a calorie deficit. Make sure you've calculated your total daily energy expenditure, how much cardio you're doing, how much is the weightlifting burning, all of that, right? So you have to figure all this shit out. Then you create your meals, track your meals, and you've tracked it once, it's done. You eat the same meals now for the next 6 months. You do the same cardio for the next 6 months. You do the same weightlifting journey for the next 6 months. Well, the weightlifting like program, and you will see a massive change in your physique. But for me, it was the diet that had always held me back, and now I've figured the shit out. I've cracked the code. I'm telling you, the automatic diet is the one and only way you need to be getting lean. If you want any help from me, bro, again, feel free, DM me, free plan on Instagram. We'll go through it together. We'll make sure it fucking works for you. And I just want to see other guys like doing the same shit as me, man, getting lean, getting happy, getting the actual progress, getting the results. So do that right now, bro. My Instagram's linked down below, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. I appreciate you watching this far. Subscribe for more shit like this. Like, comment any questions you have, and with that, bro, hit the link in the description. Sweat or regret, man. I'm out.